Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to Subnautica Below Zero. I, once again, did some inventory cleanup and stuff, off screen. But our objective this time is to make this hydraulic fluid. Remember, we gotta repair that bridge over on the glacier side of things. And we gotta craft the other stuff. One of which was this, the spy pangling. Got all the stuff we need for it, pretty cheap. Look at that dude.
Without spy penguins, scientists may have never discovered that penguins incubate their eggs in small cave burrows, often alongside thermal lily roots.
Oh, we also need the remote to control it. Okay, and now there's more to be said. I loaded up the prawn suit with enough stuff to craft a base over on the snow side of stuff. And also, I wanted to double check something real quick. Probably the fastest way is the habitat builder. And somewhere in here, yes, the Snowfox hover pad. 2 titanium I'm missing. Okay, better grab that now from the titanium locker. Running low on this stuff. Well, I just loaded a whole bunch into the prawn suit to make the multi-purpose room I want to make. Grab some peppers for the road. And, also, before we go anywhere, I happened to look at this thing, and it looks like we could change the color, which would be good if we're gonna go somewhere white and snowy. Oh, this would be better with a mouse. Okay, let's do bright green. I think that's good. There we go. Had a little trouble there trying to figure out how to control it, because it's clearly designed for PC controls. There we go, bright green prawn suit. Now we gotta put the whole train together. There's the caboose. I wonder what this thing looks like with all the potential modules. It's gonna be like this long snake of a thing. Like, doing this is enough work as it is. Because it doesn't all dock, it only does the front of it. Look at it, it even took damage to clunk into it so much. It's crazy.
I have detected an energy signature of some strength. I am not sure what it is for.
Go ahead and share it. Can't hurt.
Well, we got another beacon
Signal
apparently.
location uploaded to PDA.
See, even all this goofing around on my own time trying to get things sorted, sometimes stuff like that happens, so I never know when to talk or not talk. Well, what the heck? Get out of here, boy! That's right. Keep walking. It's the only thing about this base spot, those guys get a little too close. Alright, let's go. I'll meet you over there by the bridge. Okay, here we are. Let's put the hydraulic fluid in. Necessary repairs. That's cool. Now we have options. I briefly glanced at the map, and this thing's loaded from north to south, or actually the other way around since we're on the southern end of things right now. And I feel like back by Phi Robotics, there's more to do before we even go up this way. But we went through all that trouble to make the bridge. Actually, it wasn't too troubling at all.
I'm sensing interesting patterns to the northeast. It would be worth investigating. But be careful.
Of what?
I recall ravenous creatures tunneling.
Yeah, in that playlist there's a song called Ice Worm. I don't know. Factoring in the name of the game, they have to have a Leviathan class for the above ground stuff, whereas it was all just the deeper you go in the first game, the scarier it gets. So in a sense, this is kind of like end game turf in a way, maybe. But I do believe there's still deeper. I mean, we have all the depth modules, and we're not even fully done with that. So this is just, who even knows where to go? Like north, south, east, and west makes less sense for some reason, wedged into all this glacial mess, than it does underwater, where you can spin in any moment and probably be good, unless you're in a cave. Like we're basically in a cave above ground. That's what it feels like. Loaded up on water here. What do we got here? Thumper. Thumps things.
New blueprint synthesized.
Alright. Have you ever seen someone get skewered by an ice worm? They do a great job of distracting the ice worms. Oh, okay, it's a thing for those. I was like briefly skimming that. I don't even know where to begin. Should I build the base first? Okay, I'm back by Phi Robotics, and there's this glowing cave I don't remember doing. This is all right by that big platform in front of the main Phi Robotics gate. So I just figured that northern bridge section is probably not time for that yet. But either way, man, it all looks the same. I mean, this is a little bit unique, but... It has to be designed in such a way that you could do this without the prawn suit. It just seems like having it is so much better, because at any point of temperature panic, you can climb in. But yeah, we're getting into open turf again. Let's go get it. What's that? What are these floating things? Oh yeah, the Pathfinder tool. I never used this in the first game either. It's supposed to... That must be what it does, is lay those little arrows so you can find your way around. Somehow I ended up by Phi Robotics again, but that's fine, because I found what I'm looking for. I remember this little spy pengling thing, and now that we have it, we might as well try it out. Just baby steps, man. This place, like I said, it's a maze. It makes less sense up here than it does underwater somehow. Gabby? Alright, little buddy. Away you go. Nah, this is a little clunky. Just little things here and there you can tell are meant for PC controls.
Ready and waiting.
Little robot voice. Oh man, this thing steers differently than everything else. That's weird. Just a whole bunch of quartz, is that it? No, that can't be it. Surely this thing has a better purpose than that. I think that vent is keeping us warm out there, so that should be good. Really? Well, I mean, we came all this way. Sure. There's got to be more important little penguin holes than this. This just feels like a waste of everyone's time. Hey, look, it's Robin. You get to see who you're playing as.
See you later.
Okay, it can hold 4 things. That's good to know. Pack them up. Anytime we see one of those, it's a penguin thing. Got it. Now what? Well, hang on. There was the whole ice section right next to this little landing pad. We went through that cave, right? Did we? I don't even know. Yeah, we just did this. There was stuff that way, I think. But now, I want to see what's this way. We gotta find snow fur, snow stalker fur to make the cold suit that we scanned last time. Yeah, this is what I wanted to see. Oh, what do we got here? It's like mobile vehicle bay kind of stuff. Snowfox! Wait a minute, does that complete it? Yes, it does! Alright, we gotta figure out how to craft the snowmobile, but we're here with the prawn suit. So, that's fine. Wait a minute, what was that? Titanium ore vein. Yeah, I did briefly kind of look at that map, and it was just like the whole west side, if you type in Subnautica below zero map, one that's got everything pinned, the whole west side is just littered with icons, because there's so many ore veins and just random little pickup things. I'm trying really hard not to spoil myself on anything, but, I mean, like, it's just... I need a little bit of a heading, I guess, to figure out what to do next, especially since I'm trying to do these in episodes, and what good's an episode if nothing gets accomplished? Magnetite! Wasn't this a mission in the first one? Like a whole episode dedicated to finding this? Well, alright. Baby steps once again. Excuse me. Yeah, whatever. I hope we're not one short in the future on something. Oh, geez, that is a snow stalker. Wait. That means there might be fur nearby to craft the cold suit. Let's get our drill. Just for defense. I don't want to hurt the little fella. But it is a video game, I mean, come on. That looks like titanium again. Another Snowfox piece. Sorry, buddy. He'll be alright. There's no telling how far this goes. This is daunting. But that's the point. It's developed by Unknown Worlds. I don't know what else they've done besides Subnautica. I have to look into that. But that's even more reason to not look everything up. Because the whole point is to be lost in the unknown and see what happens. Flashlight, we can't do anything. Well, this music reminds me of Mario Paint on the Super Nintendo. One of the music options was just something real sleepy like this. Fiber mesh, need that for the suit. Where do we even begin? My God. Alright, I'm heading back to this bridge. We're going north, where he warned us about ice worms or whatever. but I want to get back to the mission at hand that I said at the beginning. We got to build a base, and this is probably... Oh yeah, this is a great spot right here. Just north of the bridge that we purposely extended to get over here. So this feels like a good waypoint between whatever's north and whatever we have yet to explore by Phi Robotics in that mess I can't make any sense of right now. So, first things first, we'll just do the basic multi-purpose room. The titanium is in this dude. Oh man, gotta do some inventory finagling. We'll swap magnetite and titanium. At least we got some of that, though. It wasn't all a waste being that lost. No snow fur or anything yet. But we're freezing. We gotta hurry up. So how do we get in there? The hatch must make a bridge, right? I've never made an above-ground base before. You couldn't even do that in the first game, could you? Oh yeah, okay. That'll work. And we gotta get power, but we gotta warm up. Got a jetpack on top and put a solar panel. I think the copper's in his backpack too.
Hypothermia imminent.
Gotta do more of that inventory stuff. Alright, please don't fall. Beautiful. Yeah, remember before when I was like, yeah, the sun is opposite of the moon or whatever, so we gotta spin it? I don't know what I was on about. The sun and the moon both rise and set in the same spot. They're just opposite of each other. I don't know. It's a moment of confusion, I guess.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
I like that computer voice when she says stuff like that. Sweet. We got a little hut of warmth. So once again, we gotta ferry some things to and from. But this is just a basic outpost to keep warm and be nice to get some battery chargers and things so we could stay here a while. That's right, we need 2 titanium for
Dangerous
this.
weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Okay, well, we'll be quick about this then. The hover pad for the Snowfox. Where can we put this? Seemingly nowhere. Nowhere nice, anyway. Not right in front of a bridge, that's dumb. Wait a minute, that'll work. Nice little corner by the crates. Good enough. Now, the thing itself, which we can do. What does that require? Magnetite times 2, good thing we found it. Oh, we could do that. I gotta go back, though. Bill panic mode. Time to edit and splice, right? Yeah. Let's take a look in here. It's gonna have no power because it's nighttime. Oh no.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It does have no power, but the heat works. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I made some, inventory things and stuff. But more importantly, let's continue exploring this abyss. It's not an abyss, it's just a maze. I got what I need. Let's do the Snowfox. What was the James Bond movie where there was a big action scene on snowmobiles? Man, we're getting all the achievements this time. Oh, we gotta change this thing's color too. Okay, this steer's a little bit different from the other stuff too. Oh yeah, it's so awesome though. Okay, well, we're just doing a little test spin. Let's go back to the pad, which should charge and repair it. The repair tool hopefully still works as well. Yeah, I could see this being much more effective than the Prawn Suit. Because the Prawn Suit I was having trouble with, it seemed like it had a restriction of elevation. Or altitude, I should say. Like a cliff that you think you could jetpack up, it doesn't let you. You have to walk the ramp way. Just kind of stupid. Can't even grapple up. This thing, let's make it red or something. So we hike this all the way up. And the red side of red or the pink side of red? Does it matter? What's the difference? Let's just go this way. Yeah. Okay, now what do we do? Alright, I looked at the map again briefly just to think. I feel scatterbrained. We're taking this thing instead of the Prawn Suit this time, and we're going back to Phi Robotics. Basically as if we never fixed the bridge. Because it seems like there's a lot of important things to check out this way before heading north. And we haven't found those yet. I like the hum of this thing. It's nice that it keeps you warm the whole time. That doesn't really make sense, but maybe it's got nice heated seats. Let's top everything off, grab some peppers just in case we get stuck on foot or something. Down to 97 already, too. I don't know if this takes batteries or power cells, if we can do anything about it at all. Let's just see what happens. Unknown world, right? Just have a go at it. So we could head this way, which is nice. What was anything? I don't think there's anything that way but a dead end. Although prawn suiting around over here seems kind of dead-endish. Lots of little mining ladder spots. Maybe. This is just as cool as when you first get the sea truck or whatever. I don't know if I can make that. Let's just try to boost it. Yeah! Now where the heck am I? I've just been climbing up. That basin just looped around in a big circle, so I don't know where I am. Wait a minute, yes I do. This is the ramp by the robotics thing. So go up the ramp and turn right to get to this. Aw, crap. That's not good. How screwed am I now? Getting back to where... Oh, well, maybe this will just climb us back up. Actually, I will take the flare, now that we're on foot. Might be our only defense against those snow... stalkers, not fox. I do like the peaceful music. Oh, we're right back up. Stupid hole. You dope. More Snowfox. I guess we're going on foot. I hope that thing is okay just floating there. There seems to be no way to get the prawn suit. I tried this ladder. That's what I was talking about before. I couldn't jetpack, I couldn't grapple. There's no way to snowmobile up the ladder either. But I guess in a way that makes sense, because if you could just vehicle around everywhere, then you wouldn't need the cold suit, probably.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
I found some, but there's bones. In the long dark, that was always a bear cave. Yeah, there's a dude right there. Okay. How fast are they? Oh, jeez. Scared the crap out of me. I didn't know he could fake me out going... Alright, where's my knife? He didn't really do too much damage, though. Alright. Peppers do not heal you. What was the food that... It was those berries in the Delta Station cave that did health. There's water down there. This feels like one of those things where every minor decision matters. Maybe it's not that intense. Does this go forward or somehow connect to everything else that we've done previously in the game? Let's find out. Oh man. This thing almost looks like the sad Deku boy at the start of Majora's Mask. The butler's son. Lots of ore veins with stuff I don't really care about anymore because we've found a lot previously. Oh hey, look at this. Old school oxygen plant. Man, I feel like I'm in a spa. There's music, water sounds. It is awesome though, like that's one of the top reasons why I ever even played this in the first place. Silver. Yeah, this Ben Prunty composer, I think, like I was saying last time, there's something about these compositions that really set the mood slightly better than the first game, but the first game had amazing music too. Like the credits music everybody knows. I think it's just a difference of themes. The first game was just underwater. Write music for underwater, and like, how should it sound the deeper you go? And here it's like, remember the whole blanketing theme is the Arctic. And you can definitely hear it in the music. Is making that noise. Oh yeah, I got this flashlight by the way because I figured we'd need it like right now. Spy pangolin. Maybe this one's useful. But we might be in trouble. There's something screaming in here. was that, man? You can't be doing that when I legitimately just got that hair on the neck feeling in a good way. I guess the ASMR feeling. Is it in the penguin cave? Magnetite. That's alright. Does sound like it's right here. This penguin thing, it's neat, but I wish it had more of a purpose than pick up quartz, you know?
Agent offline.
Sorry, the music's just chilling me out. It really was making the hair on the back of my neck stand up. That ASMR feeling, like I said. What was that called before people started saying that all the time? Like, it's different from chills because you're scared or whatever. The good chill. We need, is this a cave, please? Yes, we're okay. So I get worried about this temperature. I have no idea how this episode's gonna end. Like, there's no way to go back to the base and be like, alright, that was a good trip. We're so far. Although, we found something.
Did the person who worked here also live in storage?
What does that mean? Cool posters. We got Reaper Leviathan. Some awesome Kraid-looking dragon.
My dearest Adeline and Rosita. Not dearest. Who says that anymore? Adeline, Rosita. Everything on the mission is going very well. Do you see now? Your doubts were unfounded. I am loved here, and... no. Rosita will say, Papa, why do you have to brag all the time? Papa, it's embarrassing. I want to apologize. Okay, no, that's taking things too far. I know we didn't leave things on the best note, but I want you to know I love you and I miss you. I don't know why I say the things I say sometimes. They just come out. I was going to send you a message saying how great everything is here and how everyone loves me. I've had a promotion.
What happened here?
I sense many things here. Death among them.
I don't really care about the rest of that Parvan guys thing. Crazy, man.
This was Sam's necklace. She never took it off.
That was in the trailer, but now it makes sense.
My investigation of the Phi excavation site, including the cave entrance and surrounding area, revealed minor cosmetic damage to Altera survey equipment and significant structural damage to the natural cave entrance and supports. Resulting debris prevents cave access without heavy excavation equipment. Only foot access is currently possible. We are reporting 2 casualties, Pavan Ivanov and Samantha Ayu. Both bodies were found beneath the rubble at the cave entrance. Ivanov had just entered the cave. Footprints were still visible by the entrance. Deeper into the cave, Ayu appeared to have sustained a fall. Poor souls. What was Ayu doing? Nothing in her file suggests a history of vandalism or carelessness. And yet, I can only conclude that the cause of the collapse was employee negligence. We will need to investigate a possible connection to the explosive damage reported at Omega Lab. If there is a connection, who is responsible?
It appears that your sister's death was accompanied by significant destruction.
Doesn't make any sense. She would never destroy a base. Well, baselessly.
Are your feelings confused? I am detecting more than one.
I don't know. I feel disillusioned, worried. I thought I knew Sam better than I really did. When we were kids, I was always the one breaking and rebuilding things. She wouldn't even go into a bake sale without a plan. For classic oatmeal cookies, no less. So serious. She wouldn't have anything to do with my molecularly transformed caramel pretzel lumps.
Your mind goes easily to food. To distract you from your feelings.
Okay, I think that's enough mind reading for now. This wasn't negligence. That's not Sam. This was something else.
Alright, well, I got a little bit of something there about what happened to Sam. This is nuts, man. Hey, synthetic fibers. Very good, and more fiber mesh. We did get one piece of snow fur. I don't know if you saw that while the one message was playing. So that's something we could do. Look at this thing. Lots of room for a brain, but it's mostly bone and fat. Something we gotta come back later for. Hold on, there was this stuff, infected pustules. The Kara infection, just like from the first game. So yeah, we already know there's something going on with that, and Altera and Sam not liking it. There's probably a specific order you're supposed to find these PDAs. Well, this is cool looking, man. I guess we gotta go back. That's gonna be a long trip. Phew, finally made it. Some dangerous weather sitting in caves, just waiting it out. Finally made it back to the Snowfox. See how this thing's holding up after all that. Guess it's repaired. Oh, it has no power. Wait, can I still move it? What? Oh, it's only the boost. It's probably just that one, right? Oh no! I can keep boosting. Oh, that's gonna take forever. Oh, you could pick it up? I didn't know you could do that. Well, I have too much other stuff now. I could boost it back. It's probably better to just come back for it, I guess.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, we're back. And we have that one piece of snow fur. Can't see the suit itself, so it's either helmet or the gloves. Probably gloves because the helmet would erase our rebreather, and we don't want to do that just yet, I don't think. So let's do the gloves. And then I gotta sort this inventory and go get that snowmobile back and bring it to the charging pad. That was a long one. Yeah. So thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you next time. Take care.